Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Three red flags to look out for in the beginning of dating. Number one, if they say they're not looking for anything serious, no, that is not an invitation for you to change their mind. There is no hidden message behind that sentence. This is not a riddle. This is not a puzzle. This isn't Blue's Clues, and you are not Scooby Doo trying to solve a mystery. They are not looking for anything serious, and definitely not with you. Number two, if they say you deserve better than me, that is not an invitation for you to prove to them that they are good enough for you. And it's also not an invitation for you to try and fix them. If you will stay with them trying to fix them, it will break you. Okay? When someone tells you you deserve better than me, they are acknowledging that they know that they are doing the bare minimum and that they are not planning on stepping it up and doing the work and becoming the person that you need them to be. So if there's no plan of action followed by that sentence, goodbye. And then the third one is if they claim all of my exes are crazy. Like, wow, no way. All of them? You must have such bad luck. Poor you. But remind me again, what did you do to make all of them crazy? Did you ever take accountability for your actions? Or did you just not like how they reacted to you crossing their boundaries? Follow my podcast, Almost Adulting, for more advice.
Oh, hold on. That was advice? What advice? You were only spewing some crap about red flags. What did you do to make them crazy? Seriously? You know that some of you are actually crazy. Here's an example of something that he might have done to make her crazy. He said no. If I try really hard, I can give you the last one. All of his exes were crazy. That can be a red flag. Or he doesn't know how to choose them. He goes for the girls in the club all the time. But I can give you the last one. How are the first two red flags though? He's telling you exactly what he wants or he doesn't want, and you should maybe appreciate honesty. At what point in your head honesty became a red flag? And the only time a man is gonna tell you that you're better than him is when he breaks up with you. And no, just because he's breaking up with you doesn't make it a red flag. Almost adulting. Maybe it's time you become an adult.
Daddies, if there's one thing that you wish more women did when it comes to dating,
Swallow. You know, you said daddies, so it would have saved them 18 plus years of child support.
And why is being married so important to you? Does it matter?
No, not even one bit. We recognize the problem though. We also know that it doesn't matter how much you smile in your videos, claiming you've never been happier than now at this point when you're single, and obviously you don't need a man, that in the end is just an act. Really happy people don't go on TikTok making videos trying to convince other people how happy they are. They're too busy, and yes, you've guessed it, too happy to go on and waste their life on TikTok. And if they do want to share that happiness with someone, it's always friends and family. Also, it's sharing that happiness, not trying to convince someone else of that happiness.
So I have a whole Facebook private community of over 1,400 child-free, travel-loving women. You just have to go to the link in my TikTok bio, click the link, fill the form, and then you'll be accepted.
And there's your second example. Oh wait, I could be accepted just like that. Click on a link in your bio. Of course I would. All I have to do is claim I'm happy. These two ladies right here share the same point. One has a cat, the other has a Facebook group. They're both using an external factor to fill that void, something that they're missing in their life. And yes, I know it sounds surprising, but a lot of the pet owners try to fill that void. That's why they buy a pet in the first place. They come home, hey sweetie, how was your day? The problem is the void is still there because that cat is not gonna answer, my day was great, how was yours? And the Facebook lady, yeah, she's so happy she's looking for an entire community to fill that void.
I just wanted to share this with you guys. The title pretty much says it all about what the article's about. If you want, go check it out. Besides that, we already know that 45% of women are estimated to be childless and single by the year 2030. That's not that far away. And then look at this. So what else, what other proof is needed? What other proof is needed?
A TikTok video telling me how happy they are. If that's not enough proof, I don't know what is. Again, the happier you are, the less you're gonna try to convince other people of your happiness. And obviously, the more happier you are, the less you're gonna binge drinking.
This is for girls who are considering starting OF. I've been doing it for the last 2 years, and I just think social media glamorizes it so much, and nobody talks about the reality of what it actually is. and somebody needs to. You might even have friends that are encouraging you to do it right now, but later on down the road, when they get in a serious relationship or married or start having kids, they aren't going to want a girl who does porn around their family. And there are far and few between that are okay with it. I'm not excluding everyone, but our generation likes to act like we've accepted everything, and we haven't. And I'm not pushing for exception. I just want to make you guys aware of how lonely of a job this truly is, because you will lose friends and family. So much so that OF agencies create these group content get-togethers, which, yes, you're making content, but it is also said up front even that they're encouraging you to make girlfriends amongst each other, because you are going to have a very hard time making girlfriends outside of that. And as far as, guy friend groups and stuff, you're not going to be called by your name anymore. Like, you're the girl who does OF, and that might sound really cool at first, like she's bad, but a year or two and that wears off pretty quick. And as far as your, self-respect having a price, it does pay good, but a few more years and you're going to want your self-respect back. And it is just a shortcut that takes more than it gives, because no matter how loyal of a person you are, how honest or loving or kind or sweet you are, you're going to be judged off of the fact that you did do OF, and you can't get it back. You can't get it down. It's on the internet. It is what it is. And you're just, at some point, you're going to want your self-respect back. You really will. And you're going to want to get married or have kids, and explaining that to somebody, what you did, is so much harder than you think it will be. And most people aren't okay with it. And if they are, is that really a man of value that you want to marry? There's just so many more details into this that nobody talks about or explains, and they act like it's amazing and glamorous and awesome, and it's so lonely. And I'm not just saying this as one person. This is coming from multiple girls who have done OF for a while, and I just hope it helps somebody.
I know this was long, but I had to let her finish all her points because not enough of them are talking about this. The ones who do, usually they're talking from the other perspective. Oh yeah, you should do it because misery loves company. She said at some point that financially it's worth it because maybe she's making good money, but the majority of OF girls are making $180 a month. I don't know how many times I need to say that. Some of them aren't even making that. But back to her points. If your friends are pushing you into an OF account, they're not your real friends. Why didn't you ask yourself why are they pushing you to create an account like that and they didn't? If they were your real friends, they would have given you the same points you gave in this video, trying to convince you out of it. The rest of the video is pretty much what we all know. You're gonna lose family, friends, and your chances of finding yourself a good man, so at some point you're gonna marry him, are pretty much zero.
That's very cute. You know who lives life on easy mode? Men. You know why? Because you guys can go outside when the sun goes down and not fear for your life and actually come out alive, because a lot of women don't. So shut your mouth.
Use your brain. Oh, I thought we're saying to each other things neither of us are going to do. So no, I'm not gonna do that. Now let's see here. Men are at much higher risk of being victims of violent acts than women, while women are more fearful of violent acts. So no, I'm not gonna shut my mouth. Maybe use some common sense. Do what I do. Keep my head between my ears and pay attention. Be aware of my surrounding. And once again, use some common sense. All of you passenger seat princesses that stopped walking at the age of 5 suddenly feel the need to go and walk outside by yourself at night. Yeah, right. I don't know where you live. I don't know any dangerous neighborhoods in US. All I know is what I've seen in movies. And in all movies, Bronx was a dangerous neighborhood. So here's a secret. If you know that about that place, don't start walking around at night in that place. It's common sense, isn't it? I know the dangerous neighborhood where I live. And if there's a chance for me to get mugged, I'm not gonna wear an expensive watch and walk around. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, because I've made this way longer than I wanted to, and it's time for me to finally shut up, because otherwise that princess is gonna get mad at me. Thank you all so much for watching, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.